have an espresso machine here, so we get to have fancy coffee. However, it was broken yesterday, so it was really sad. We had drip, so it was fine, but you know, drip coffee is not as fun as espresso. So I just made a cubano, which is not a sandwich. It is a espresso shot that is pulled with sugar on the raw on top. So you kind of get this like caramely flavor in it, so it's very good. So I'm going to drink that, finish up my breakfast, and get some work done. So one of my coworkers was in the hallway, which he wouldn't have cared if I was sitting there narrating while I make my coffee, but it still felt a little weird. So hence the silent coffee and this little video afterwards. So let's conquer the day. We'll see you guys in a bit. Hey, so if you are a regular viewer here, you know that I like to plan out my knits, and usually I have like a nice planner that I do that in. However, I lost mine. It ended up getting found amongst all my kids' picture books. But anyways, I had drawn out all these like weekly spreads for the last of December. So here's this week, which is on the left. So today's the 6th, and I already have planned out what I'm doing for my Advent socks. So Freckled Whimsy, which is initialed FW, Cozy Knitter, CK, sorry, and Woolens and Nosh, WN, and then sock 1 and sock 2 for each of those. I'm also working on my Artemis socks, which are these. So this is a sock pattern by Lindsay Fowler. She's Larkspur Knits on Instagram, and this is a new pattern that's coming out. She did say it was okay to share it, so that's why you're seeing this now. But the first sock is due by I think Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, which, as you can clearly see, I am done. So I still need to knit the other sock. This is also for my Year of Socks, Yarn Club for the Gods from Paisley Knits. So I have the second sock to this color and one more skein, so 2 more socks, and then I'm done with the whole collection. So I do want to try and get that done before December 31st. So I'm going to show you how I break down my knits as far as like setting goals and making sure I achieve or hit those markers you know, in a reasonable amount of time. So I've got my fancy fountain pen. This is a TWSBI VAC 700R. If you know stuff about fountain pens, it's a vacuum fill. So this is this way how you put the ink in the pen. Anyways, you'll definitely be seeing a lot more fountain pens, planner content in 2024, which I'm very excited to show you. But let's start with how do I break this down. So I usually break this down in several parts. So I do the cuff, then the leg, then the heel flap, or whatever heel it is that I'm doing, and then the foot. And I include the toe into that as well. So the gusset. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, obviously, I'm not going to knit this whole sock in 4 days because I have a life and, you know, responsibilities and children to feed and places to take them and, you know, stuff. So we're going to break this down first with the cuff. So today I'm going to do the cuff. So come on, pen. I had it uncuffed for a bit too long. There we go. Artemis cuff. This cuff is, I think, 36 rounds. I normally do 20, so it's a little longer than what I typically do. However, this does have this really fun stripy motif, so hence it being a little longer. So moving on to Thursday, and I'm going to do the leg. I'm actually going to turn this around because this is the direction I knit it in. I knit from the bottom of the cuff, and then I go all the way and I finish at the toe. So I have these little stitch markers, and these mark my 10 rounds. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 rounds before the start of my heel. So I'll probably break that up into 2 days. So I'm gonna do Artemis, yeah, leg 25 and Artemis, come on, leg 25. I also might need to open this up. I'm gonna switch pens. The way that vac pens work, you can like open it up to let more ink in. I think that's what I need to do, but I haven't done that before, so I'm going to just switch pens. I have 2 other pens in here. This is my little pen holder from Rickshaw. They're a company here in California out of San Francisco, so just down the road. This is my Kaweco, so I'm gonna use that one. And then I have also got another TWSBI. This is the TWSBI Eco, and it's got bright pink, which is how I go through and check everything. But we're gonna use the Kaweco. It's got this really dark, pretty brown ink in it, which is this one, which you can't really tell it's brown. Ooh, and now I'm throwing things. Oh heavens. Okay, so I got the leg split up in 2 days. So then on Saturday, I'm gonna do the heel. And Sunday, I'm gonna tackle the, let's see, hold on, let's rewind. Let's count how many I have. So I have 1, 2, 3. So I have 30 rounds before I get to this instep section. So I think I'm gonna do those 30 on Sunday. So this is the foot 30. And then I'll go into Monday of next week. And I might as well just fill out my, at least the first couple days for the Advent knits. So Freckled Whimsy 1 and 2, Coozy Knitter 1, Coozy Knitter 2, Woolens and Nosh 1, Woolens and Nosh 2. And the only reason I give it a little like shorthand is because I'm really the only one who looks at this besides me sharing it with you. And it's for me, and you know, my shorthand just makes more sense, and I leave notes here. And then I'm gonna do the instep. So Artemis instep. I should probably put this over here. All right, on Tuesday, I've got 1 Coozy Knitter 2, Woolens and Nosh 1, Woolens and Nosh 2, Artemis, and then I've got another, it's like 29 rounds, but that's like the rest of the foot and the toe. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do foot and toe. So in theory, if I am kind of on track with what I have planned, I should have this whole sock done in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Totally possible, totally doable, especially since I'm breaking it up into bite-sized chunks. If I just wrote Artemis sock and expect it to be done in 5 days, then that's not gonna happen for me because I need very broken down step-by-step. However, by breaking it down this way, and I know 25 rounds is not a ton, what I'll probably end up doing is I'll probably do 30, so I have an even number, and then do 20 on this day. The heel is not going to take as much time as like the cuff is, and then I'll turn the heel, pick up my gusset stitches, and I'll probably start on the gusset decreases. Again, depends on my day. Depends on what we have going on. Saturday and Sunday, we don't have as much going on, so that will definitely have more opportunity for working on this sock. Probably also Friday, same. But with this, I can break things down more, I can make it more manageable, and then I can finish stuff. So this is how I manage my knits and how I plan everything out. So if you're interested in seeing more of this like planning content, I'm doing air quotes for that, planning content specifically for knitting / project management, definitely stay tuned for 2024. I've already filmed my planner setup for 2024. I'm so excited. I just have to do the voiceover for it. But it's going to be really fun this year. So stay tuned. Let me know in the comments if you guys do any sort of like planning for your knits, or do you just kind of work on what you feel like? Because there's nothing wrong with that either. All right. See you guys in a little bit.